back. So good to see you. I just did my makeup and now I'm going to do my hair. And I'm just going to walk you through the way I do it. Been a hairdresser for a long time, 24 years. Showered this morning and haven't put anything in it. Now I'm just brushing it out really well. Got my sweet little kiddos in the background, you know, making, singing, making noises. So here's the tips I would always give people when I would do their hair. You know, you cut their hair for them and then you style it in the salon. And so especially this one's so good. I mean, I'm all about protecting, right? I want to protect my face. I want to protect, so that's why I put my makeup on. And even if I don't do like full glamour like I did today, I still like to put my makeup on first, even if I just did like foundation. Okay, let's see here. So, needless to say, I like to protect my hair, my skin, things like that. So then I just take my spray and I take my hair down in layers. That's why I make sure it's brushed really well. I like a pump spray. But any spray will work as long as it's not like a finishing spray. Finishing spray is way too strong and it would be hard for you to work with your hair. So I would call it a working spray. That's really what you want to look for. And then I just take it down in layers. If you want to, what I like about a working spray, and literally it's called working spray by Quaj, is you can use it, it's super versatile. So I'm using mine right now as like a little bit of a root lifter. I'm kind of getting in there close and then holding it up for just a little bit and helping it dry. Twist it around my fingers. See? And then take a brush and brush it all out. And here's again why you want to work with a working spray, because trying to brush out a finishing spray doesn't go very well and it hurts. It pulls and it rips your hair, and so a Quaj finishing or a Quaj working spray is great. Paul Mitchell, what's it called? Let's see. Paul Mitchell flexible spray is really good too. Again, it's the whole idea of like flexible working that I can keep doing it. So this is really good if you have a hard time with your hair holding your style. So there's a little bit of prep work, obviously. It's funny how much beauty is, when I mean beauty, you know, like the beauty industry or the beauty process of the like cosmetics and hair, how it's really, I always think of it like it's real similar to a house or like painting, right? You know, it's like whenever you do like a house project, a lot of it's so much about prep, you know, like especially painting. It's like you have to prep everything. You gotta wash it, you gotta tape it off, you gotta prime it. And then by the time you get all that part done, then you just have to roll on the color, you know? It's like most of the work is already done. And I'm just trying to dry it out a little bit. So I do it in layers, just make sure it's dry. So you could do that 2 or 3 times. I'm gonna do just twice today. So now I'm gonna tie up half of it. And this is where I'd go in and I could curl it, you know, iron it of any sort, straight iron it. I'm gonna use kind of of like my big crimping iron today. It's been a while since I used it. A tip is if your iron is hot, you know, after it's been just sitting there while you're getting ready, wrap it up in a towel. Or especially if it's like a curling iron that's clamped closed, make sure you open it, and definitely, at least this one is propped open, just so you lessen the risk of burning your hair. So you do want your iron hot, you just don't want it to burn your hair. So I'm just going to go in and do a little bit of this, kind of my waving iron. So a little bit about me. I went to beauty school in the year 2000. So that is now 24 years ago. I started in August of 2000. So yeah, so anyways, it's kind of neat. I've been doing this a long time. I've done it full time for many, many, many years. And then 5 years ago, stepped out of the salon and came home because I had a son, and who is now 5. And so it's been a really awesome treat to get to step home, you know, to step out of it and stay home. Of course, I love doing it. It's pretty natural to me. It is so funny when you go through like a major life change of any sort, I'm sure. But what things kind of go by the wayside. And of course, I had my hair styled all the time because naturally it's your business. So it's like you do that. So my hair has a little bit of a natural body bend to it. So I just kind of work with it a little and hold it for a little bit. But I went from having clients all day to being super excited to see me, like, oh my gosh, hi, I'm so glad to see you, I can't wait, and doing their hair and, you know, having them love it. And I was always, you know, being challenged, of course, in different ways too in that arena. I enjoyed going to the hair shows and continuing education, and then doing my and then you learn so much from each other in the salon. So that was awesome that I really got to be around women who would share their knowledge. So anyways, that's been really nice. And then gets warm, obviously. And then I got the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom, and oh man, I love it in more ways than I would ever that I could even imagine. It has been the hardest thing I've ever gotten a chance to do. And so yeah, we just kind of, but it is funny to go, again, be in the industry of people just super excited to see you every day to you're there every day. So not everyone has the same, you know, like my husband isn't like, oh my gosh, yay, it's so good to see you. You know what I mean. But anyways, it's just funny how, and then now having a 5-year-old who just turned 5, he's like, Mom, where are we going today? What are we gonna do? Who do I get to see? What friends do I get to hang out with? And some days when I'm like, oh, hold on. All right, I had to pause there for a minute and go help quick. So I don't remember where I left off, but anyways, all I'm really trying to say is that I didn't really do my hair and makeup super often. I mean, so it just feels so nice to do it again. Of course, I've done it a little bit over the years, but not very often because, you know, it's not safe to have a hot iron out, and we have one bathroom, and which is great, but it's just, well, it wouldn't matter how many bathrooms you had. It's still not safe to have a hot iron out when you have little kids. So I have also really always just preferred like the regular standard irons. You know, like they're always coming out with the new different types of irons and all that, but this is one that I kind of thought, hey, did anyone else love crimping their hair? Or have you ever crimped your hair? I used to do it all the time. I actually have my old crimper down there, which I will do sometimes. And I love it. I still love it. But I thought this is kind of a nice little twist on that. But in the salon, I just stuck to the regular, like my Marcel iron, which is the kind where you can clamp it on your own, where you like use your fingers to kind of clamp it back and forth. And with that, I could do wavy hair, I could do curls, I could do wedding hair, prom hair. And then, of course, I had a flat iron. I had a couple size Marcel irons, like curling irons, I'll call them. And that was that. But my kids are currently 5 and 2. So I have a son who's 5 and then a daughter who's 2. And man, I learn so much every day. And she turned 2 last month. So I have now the top so anyways, I have been recently like, okay, I'm ready to start kind of doing some other things, you know. I mean, of course, I'm naturally still, you know, I'm still a stay-at-home mom, but just getting the chance to make videos, you know, like this, and which encourages me to do my hair and makeup. My son poked his head in again. He poked his head in here, and what'd you say about this, Leo?
I like that curving thing that you get in your hair.
Isn't that cool?
It curves it. Yeah, it is cool, Mama. How do you stick it together like that?
Like that, I clamp it and I carefully hold the edges. I'm going to turn it, pull it down. So I have really layered hair right now. And so trying to figure out like which direction to go with this stuff here. So I'm just going to go pull it forward.
Oh, that's cool, Mom.
You like it?
You know what? My mom's cool. Too.
I do the next section. I'm going to take this one and go back. All right, I'm just kind of digging around back there to see if there is, feel if there's any more straight sections, and it doesn't feel like it. I'm deciding what I'm going to do with my bangs. I might just spray them a little more and make them fluff up a little. But so there we go. Now I'm going to spray it a little bit one last time. Let it dry and cool down. I'll be right back for the rest. Okay, now I'm just gonna, now that it's cooled, it's the big thing, just let it cool, and then you can comb your hands through it. And then kind of just maneuver and manipulate it, which direction you want it to go. Again, spray and then let it dry. Kind of fluff it up a little bit. Of course, it'll fall some because unless you tease it, which you could do too. But I'm getting ready to get my bangs. Probably need to trim them here soon, but you can just pull them out to separate them a little bit. And here we go. Just a nice little fun finished crimped look. Let's see if I can show you the back. Just turn around. There we go. And what's nice is this will last me a few days. So I can, you know, like tomorrow I have this kind of funky, cool old timer thing, but like a clip. And then I can just grab my hair and I can clip it up, pull out a few pieces, pull my bangs to the side. Not that that looks super great right now, but it'll look better on day 2, you know. Yeah, or I can just tie it up in a little pony or a clip of any sort. So have an awesome day. Thanks again for joining me. It was fun to have you. All right, bye.